Hello Sagittarius, I am Leah with Enlightened Mystic Essentials, and today I am going to do your energy read for January. So I hope you all faced your fears and did what you needed to do to be prepared for 2019. And not even just released all the fears, but attempted to release the fears, so that way you show the universe and the divines that you attempted, so therefore you will be rewarded. So let's get started. So I'm using the Angels and Ancestors deck, and I am going to clarify the Angels and Ancestors deck with the main energies. And then we are going to go to the spiritual realm, of course, always here. We will. And I have had a few energy reads that have required to release and surrender a few things in the energy read for a few of the signs. And once we get the message, we are going to also find out what you will gain as a result of these energies and the releasing. Okay, so here we go. Spirit for Sagittarius, what are the energies you have for them for 2019 January? First one out, you have Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Star Ancestor. Okay, another one. Spirit for Sagittarius. Ooh, you see that flip back? You have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. The Peacekeeper. We're gonna see who needs to keep the peace and why. And another energy for Sagittarius for January, that came out quick too. You have Father Sky. Trust in the unknown. Trust in the unknown. Okay. So now let's get some main energies for. I try to make sure my cards are upright. They usually show me when they're reversed before I start a read. So, Spirit for Sagittarius, what is the main energy here for Star Ancestor? Follow the voice of your soul for Sagittarius. Ooh, okay. You have the Sun. Yes. Some enlightenment and clarity. Spirit for Sagittarius, Peacekeeper. What is the main energy here for the Peacekeeper? So you see how I feel that? Boo. Deceit. Deceit. This is why the Peacekeeper is here. And for those who are new to my channel or new in viewing my videos, I am a person who reads numbers and colors. Dang, I ain't even asked, but look what flew out. Community. Community clarifies. Trust in the unknown. Father Sky. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see. So let's get the hidden wisdom now. Let's go to the spiritual realm and see what the spiritual side has to say about these energies for January 2019. Spirit for Sagittarius, clarify Star Ancestor and the Sun. What's the hidden wisdom here for Star Ancestor and the Sun? Flew out on top of the Sun, face down. I'm going to leave it just like that and I'm going to show you. Spirit for Peacekeeper and Deceit for Sagittarius, clarify. Peacekeeper and Deceit for Sagittarius. Peacekeeper and the seat. It wants to fly. It wants to say, the lady of the gift. The lady of the gift. You have a gift coming. The giving or receiving of a gift, Sagittarius. And the last energy. Spirit for Sagittarius, Father Sky and the community. What's the hidden wisdom that they cannot see in the physical but is there in the spiritual? Eagle King, we're going to look at the big picture here. And we need to look at the big picture here because this community represents attachments, third parties. Yeah. 3 is a crowd. All right. So here we go. For Star Ancestor. Clarified by the sun. Clarified by the sun. You have hidden wisdom here. And this hidden wisdom was face down over the sun card. This is the sun card. This is the hidden wisdom. This is what's not seen, known. Seen or known. And it is the chess queen. Beautiful. Beautiful Sagittarius. So you're talking about the star ancestor, right? The star ancestor says, follow the voice of your soul. When you start talking about soul, the soul is spiritual, right? So it's saying, follow the voice of your soul, which is follow the voice of your spiritual side, spiritual pool, spiritual guidance. Yeah, a lot of you may have felt that you have been drained, no energy, whether it be at a job, a work situation, school situation, around people. And there's something within you that's inside of you saying, something is not right every time I come from this place. Every time I come from around these people, I am so drained. I am so tired. Yeah. That's the spiritual side. That's your soul. That's the spiritual side. And the color around in this picture is blue. It's a deep, dark blue. Blue represents the calming, like you relaxed. Harmony. Yeah. It's like sky. And you see those pyramids across the chest of this image? That represents the ancient wisdom within you, which is your soul. Yeah. And what clarifies you, or the situation, no, you, because it's your energy, it's the sun. This is saying that you're coming into enlightenment. You're coming into success. You're coming into growth. Because if you look, there is a baby right there on this side, hanging. That's a baby. What are babies? The birthing of new. And then you have a woman here washing in a bowl of water. That is the cleansing. Something's being washed away here. Yeah. And then you also have, a book. That's the enlightenment. That's the wisdom. It grows. It's like growing on a tree. Growing on a tree. Yeah. Then you have a horn. Is this like judgment? The horn? Judgment. Yeah. So you are coming into enlightenment, growth, about following your soul or your spiritual side. What's within you? And what is this what's this enlightenment about? you, what number is this? 3. This is 30. This card here is 30. So it's 3 and 0. The 0 falls, it becomes 3. 3 represents the creation. And the sun is 1. That's 1 you. 1 you. 1 journey. Because you're on a journey. And 1 thought. You're on a journey. Whether your journey be a personal journey, emotional journey, whatever. Everyone's on a journey. So now they're saying that you're going to be enlightened. But what are you going to be enlightened by? Spirit. Spirit has been showing up left and right. The creation of spirit, because that's a 3. The creation of you learning, that's the enlightenment. That you have a spiritual connection to spirit. And in this connection, you are going to learn how to trust in spirit. And see, you are the chess piece. This is why this is the chess queen. Everybody, I mean, if you know a little bit about chess, or you don't know, I know a little bit. I know that the objective of the game is to protect the queen as you move around the board. So see that light back there? This is the same thing that's in the background. And what's the enlightenment and what's in the background is spirit. And this card talks about you trusting in spirit to make your moves for you in whatever journey, situation, connection, or pull that you are having, in January. Yeah, and then look, what stands out is those 3 little lines. 1, 2, 3. 3 represents the creation. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good thing. So now, let's learn about what you will gain, okay? So spirit, divine spirit. Divine spirit. If Sagittarius acknowledge the fact that their soul is calling for their spiritual side to come into play and step forward and accept the enlightenment that you are here to help and guide them, what will they gain? What will they gain? That was quick. Focus intention. Focus intention. And it says, think about what you desire. They're telling you have a spiritual pull here. You have a spiritual connection to ancient wisdom. That's why the pyramids are here and you are in the creation. You are being created. This is the 3. That's the creation process. Set your sights higher. Your height should be set on the sun. You want to go as far as the sky will let you go, because there's no boundaries here. There are no limitations. That's why the sun represents the growth, the success, the advancement, the enlightenment. See? Expect the best possible outcome. When you learn to lean on spirit and ask spirit to come into your life, how better can you get? Expect the best possible outcome. You cannot go wrong with spirit. Spirit is divine. You have the universe, with the divines that hold the divines. And then spirit is the divine being that comes down and enlightens you and helps you through situations and guides you. But you have to be open in your crown chakra to hear spirit. You know, that's just like I grew up and they always say follow your first mind. That is spirit that talks to you. Spirit talks to you within your head. And then look at this image. This is a moon upon her head. This is a moon. The moon represents things that are hidden in the head. That's the crown chakra. What's hidden within your head is spirit. For the embetterment and enlightenment and advance and abundance of who? Of you, Sagittarius. Boom. Just like that. So let me look at this number. You have a 1 here for the sun. And then you have a 3 here for the chess queen. This number is 4. 4 talks about the root of you. The structure and the foundation of you. That's what all 4. That's what all 4 of these cards are about. You. Yeah. The creation of you in spirit, the enlightenment of spirit to help create you or help to create your spiritual connection. Yeah. That's what you want. You cannot go wrong. You know. So now let's move over here to this peacekeeper. I'm curious, Sagittarius. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. About what? About deceit. Now look at this number up here. That number is 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 is a number of self-reflection. Sagittarius, you out here being deceitful? Or is someone trying to deceive you? And then clarifying the deceit is the lady of the gift. And that's a 2 because the lady of the gift is 20. So the 0 falls and it becomes a 2. 2 represents pairs. 2 represents choices. 2 represents conversation. 2 represents debating, fighting, arguing. And 2 also represents the high priestess, because she is major arcana number 2. Now let me see. You have a 7 for the deceit. And then you have a 2 for the lady of the gift. That's a 9. 9 talks about universe. 9 talks about spirituality. Yeah. 9 is also the number of spirit, because the universe is 8. The infinite sign is 8. That's the universe. But 9 is spirit, because spirit is a being within the universe, within the universe. So if the universe is 8 and spirit is within the universe, that's 9. So let go of the need to be right. Self-reflection, deceit, and you choosing to give or receive of a gift. Let's see what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted here about this deceit, because I'm curious. Let go of the need to be right. In order for you to have a need to be right, you either have to debate with someone, because it says the need to be right. Debating, when you talk about a person debating, it's about an idea. And this ideal is about you being right. Deceit, self-reflection. I don't know, Sagittarius. We're going to find out, though. Spirit, for Sagittarius, can you clarify deceit? What do Sagittarius need to surrender, release, or accept about this deceit? Sagittarius, Thank you. And then it falls out. Face down on focus intention. Like this. Focus intention from the star ancestor, the first read. And it is surrender stubbornness. Surrender stubbornness. And then focus intention says again, think about your desire. Set your sights higher. Expect the best possible outcome. Are you talking to someone? Are you debating or conversating with someone, Sagittarius? It says if you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something. Look how this man stands in this image that represents you because it's 7. Gently observe yourself. That's 7 is a number of self-reflection. And be more yielding. Yielding means cautious. That's why the peacekeeper is here. This will help you communicate lovingly with others and yourself. That's where the 2 comes in at. Remember, conversation or debating. Are you choosing to give a gift or receive a gift? What is this gift? The communication. The communication is the gift. That's why the 2 is here. Are you going to give the gift of keeping the peace in this communication? Or are you going to receive the gift of the peacekeeper in this communication? Let's see. Let's see. Spirit, if Sagittarius let go of the need to be right and not be deceitful, because they are stubborn, giving or receiving a gift in communication, what will they gain here? What is to be gained? Facing your fears. Facing your fears. You need to face something, Sagittarius, because you deceitful right now. Or is it that you're going to have to look at deceit in the face and face the fear of being deceitful? It says, major spiritual changes are unfolding. You right, because right now they're saying Sagittarius is deceitful. This is your chance to soar. This is your chance to advance. This is your chance to move forward. That's the peacekeeper. To be more peaceful. And the buffalo back there represents power. So now let me explain this fear, facing your fears card here. Here is Kalima. And she represents facing the fears because red represents blood, love, or defeat, and she wears it within the crown upon her head, right? So if red represents blood, love, or defeat, she's not bleeding here. So therefore, the red represents the loving defeat. The loving defeat. Why? Because she loves the fact that she has defeated her fears, that she wears around her neck like a necklace. She is wearing them for display, to say that I have conquered these fears. I have faced my fears and I have conquered these fears. I have faced my fears, and I have won the battle. And here is 8 skulls, because it's 4 skulls on this side and 4 skulls on that side, and 8 represents spiritual rebirth or rejuvenation. 8. Yeah. So you see the fire burning within her chest. The fire is just like a fire sign. The action, passion, inspiration, or drive is within her chest to go and defeat these fears, to display the love of defeating the fears. Sagittarius, plain and simple. And see all this blue in the background around her? She's calm with this. She's relaxed with this. She's in harmony with this. She's enjoying, yeah, the blue represents that. Yeah. Just like that. That's what you want. Because you facing the fear of you being deceitful, or, you're standing up in it tall because you're stubborn with it. You are going to give the gift of being the peacekeeper, or you are going to receive this gift from a peacekeeper. I don't want to debate with you no more. I don't want to fight with you no more. This is why this is a 2. Conversating and debating. Because either you are being deceitful or someone is viewing you as deceitful. Yeah. That's why this whole situation here is a 9. Spirituality. How are you going to take it? The universe. Yeah. Spirit. Just like that. Not too bad. Just need to tone the little deceit part down a little bit, and you'll be all right now. This is how you bring it in 2019, Sagittarius. Now let's move over here to this last one. You have Father Sky. Trust in the unknown. What is the unknown? The universe in spirit. That's the unknown. It's what you cannot see. It is a message coming, because that's a bird there. Yeah. Sagittarius. And then once again, you have more dark blue. You have blue everywhere, because you have a dark blue here on the 3rd energy. You have a dark blue on the 1st, and then you have kind of like a light blue on the 2nd. Look at all that blue. Nothing to panic about. Don't panic. It's nothing to panic about. But what do you, okay, so now you trust in the unknown, but what do you need to trust in the unknown about? These attachments, and also you have another 7 here. Self-reflection. Attachments. What about these attachments? Spirit comes in and give you a message that you need to see the bigger picture. And this is number 12. This is 1 + 2 is 3. Creation. Trust in the unknown. That's the spiritual realm. Creating a bigger picture that you will see. And then let's not forget that there's another bird here. Right? Because here you have that look like an eagle or a hawk. Whatever. It's a bird. That birds represent messages. And then you have the Eagle King. Another bird. All these messages here. The creation of the bigger picture about attachments. Whether you are the attachment, because don't forget the 7 is here. Or you are dealing with attachments. You are dealing with attachments. Now see, it's so many attachments, And I don't know exactly, because there's so many people. They have so many things going on. Let's figure out about these attachments. So let's see. Let me get the overall message for you with this trust in the unknown. So you have attachments is a 7, right? And the Eagle King is a 3. So 7 plus 3 is 10. The 0 falls off of that 10 and it becomes 1. So this is about you, Sagittarius, because it's 1. 1 Sagittarius, that's you. 1 journey. 1 thought. That's what the 1 represents. It's singular. 1 unit. 1 whole. 1 you. So let's find out what you need to surrender about these attachments of self-reflection. So Spirit, for Sagittarius, clarify community. What does Sagittarius need to surrender, release, or accept about these attachments? Woof. Sheesh. And look where it fell out. This is surrender denial. It's between focus, intention, and facing your fears. Focus, intention, you need to come into focus about this denial of these attachments, and you need to face the fear of letting these attachments go. You're in denial, baby. I don't have no attachments. Yes, the hell you do. Everybody have attachments. And see, it doesn't necessarily have to be people all the time. Attachments could be anything that you are attached to. You could be attached to shopping. You could be attached to video games. You could be attached to YouTube. You can be attached to your car. Yeah. All those things. Whatever is the attachment of you, this is what they talking about. You know what you need to release. Because if you didn't know what you need to release, if you didn't know, denial would have never came out. Something else would have came out for your acknowledgement for you to focus on these attachments. But denial is here talking about these attachments, Sagittarius. It says, let me move these out of the way. It says, accept people and situations exactly as they are. Okay. Well, maybe it ain't the shopping in your cars and your clothes and your video games and YouTube. It's people and situations. And it's 3 of them. 3's a crowd. I keep telling you. Without denying the difficulties, then you can see things clearly. That's the bigger picture. That is the creation of the bigger picture. And make the best decision. Trust in the unknown. That's the decision. You trusting in the unknown. You coming out of this saying, okay, I'll accept my denial, Leah, about these attachments. Because I see the bigger picture. They ain't doing nothing but draining me of my energy. They ain't doing nothing but slowing me down on my journey. They are not here for the benefit of my good. Now let me explain this picture here to you. You have 2 ladies here in white with their little lustful little faces and their little lustful little poses. Look at her hand on her head. Is that saying that I am dressing up in white to pretend that I am pure, but I am really about your trying to destroy your mental or interfere with your mental? And then look at her with her legs. I look innocent. I am dressed in white as if I'm here of pure intention, but really I am of lust. And then you have your red over here. Red is blood, love, or defeat. I am playing sweet music to your ears only to defeat you, Sagittarius. These attachments is serious. They coming in here wearing false masks. That's why they got on white dresses. And this one right here in the red, she say she's so bold, it don't matter if she wear white or red. Sagittarius gonna fall victim to the music. And they're gonna fall upon their knees and defeat. Who are these attachments, Sagittarius? You know who they are. Because it says surrender to denial. Surrender denial. It says accept people and situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties. Let it go. Yeah. Let it go. So let's see. Spirit, if Sagittarius learns to trust in the unknown, the universe and spirit, because you can't see them. Yeah. So they are the unknown. Or trust in the unknown of what goes on in the dark or behind the scenes. I'm not going to say in the dark, but what goes on behind the scenes, or what goes on with that you don't know. You don't have no knowledge of it. Because see, that's the wisdom. I told you some messages here. Birds also are messages, but birds are also wisdom too. Sky wisdom. Universal wisdom. Yeah. Yeah. Sagittarius. So if Sagittarius, learns to trust in the unknown, to see the bigger picture about these attachments and come out of this denial state, what will they gain here? Thank you. Intervention and purpose. Intervention, intervening, and purpose. Yeah. And I'm going to explain this card to you too, because it's a lot of colors here. It says divine intervention is occurring. This is the divine intervention. This is what goes on behind the scenes. This is what you don't see. But it is for the embetterment of you, Sagittarius. Know that you are being guided. Yeah. What are you being guided? To come out of the now about these attachments. Yeah, that's what it is. Happiness is the purpose. Because the Spirit has created the bigger picture for you to see, so that when you release these attachments and stop being in denial about them, when you get the attachments out of your life that is draining your energy, that is slowing you down from growing or moving along or moving forward in your path, when you clear this out, it's just like facing your fears. It's just like facing your fears, baby. They keep telling you to focus intention. Focus on what you desire. Who in their right mind with the desire for someone to come in and mess up their head and mess with their mental? Who would desire for someone to come in and be real lustful with them? Because I'm going to tell you something about that lust, man. It's so much stuff going on out here in this world with all these diseases. I don't want none. And even if you want to keep it simple, how many of y'all done had these STDs and these crabs and all of that stuff? You got to take medicine and all kind of stuff. That's a lot of work. And I tell everybody that I'm in the medical field and I have seen a lot and I have dealt with a lot. And even if you don't see it when you're younger, when you get older and you have to take all these medicines because your body, it's not fun. I have had patients who literally have to take 15 pills in the morning to keep them alive. That lustful shit is not worth it. Whether you see it now, you will see it later. I'm telling you. And then you have this other one over here in this red dress, this attachment in the red, and saying the hell with putting on a white dress, trying to dress up because Sagittarius gonna still fall to the feet of me. I'm playing this sweet music. I'm playing and saying everything Sagittarius want to hear. That's what that card says. Now let me explain this picture to you. Look at all this purple. All this purple. Purple means power. And then he wears a dark blue. How many? This is the fourth major card that has blue everywhere, right? No, excuse me, the fifth. Because this is the blue. Blue is around facing your fears. This is another deep, dark blue in trust, trust in the unknown. Then you have a little lighter blue here in the Peacekeeper. You see up there in the sky. And then you have a deep, dark blue around the star ancestor, which is you. And then you wear blue in this card. Look at all this blue. Blue. Calming. Being calm. Relaxing. Yeah. Harmony. Joy. Happiness. This is what blue is about. All shades. The darker, the more of the meaning. Like you have the dark blue, the deeper the happiness, the deeper the harmony. See? Yeah. And then he has all these triangles. That's the ancient wisdom. Because don't forget, you had the pyramids over here, same thing, ancient wisdom. And then you have the eye here. The all-seeing eye within the chest, within your heart. Yeah, Sagittarius. That's what we want. We want to be powerful. Because see, this is what it talks about. The purple is about the power of being happy. The power of being in harmony. The power of being joyful. That's what all this blue is about. That's what it's about. It's all about you. And what I said this was one you. Yeah, it's about you. That's a 1. That's a 7 and that's a 3. So this is about you as an individual. You as a whole. You as one unit. Yourself. Right? So at the end, you don't have a bad read at all. Trust me. You just need to open your eyes to these attachments. Whether they're trying to play tricks on your mind, play mind games, whether they're trying to be lustful, or whether they're trying to tell you whatever you want to hear. You just need to come out of denial and represent yourself. In being a powerful, happy person. Because this is about you. And then you need to either give or receive this Peacekeeper. And come out of this defeat. And that's a 7 too. You got 2 7s up here. You know. Face your fears. Get over it. And the only way, you know, when you talk about fear, Sagittarius, the only way to gain a victory when you are facing your fears is to conquer and get over and pass over or pass through the fears. Yeah, but it's a saying, if you cannot go over it and you cannot go through it, then therefore to get to the other side, you must go around it. Just like that. Yeah. And then you have to learn to trust in spirit. Look what they're telling you. Trust in spirit in the universe. And then they're telling you again to trust in the unknown. Spirit universe for a bigger picture. Now you tell me where is it bad at? Get out of this deceit, and being stubborn, and you looking at your attachments and coming out of denial. But they told you in the beginning that Sagittarius is going to come into enlightenment to trust in spirit or the universe. So your focus can be so your focus can be on point. And once again, this is something it's within you. It's spirit. Sagittarius, this actually is beautiful. If you take heed and do what you need to do, which is really nothing. Nothing. Too much, too heavy, too major. So that has been your energy read for the beginning of January, coming into 2019. Look out for the spiritual pathways read. I'm going to start getting into the spiritual path, because I have had a lot of people emailing me and asking me about that, which I think is beautiful. What else? Look out. Okay, and of course we're gonna do Facing the Fears again. I'm gonna probably do Facing the Fears once a month. I have just finished the Twin Flame Journey read, and it is a good one. If you are on the Twin Flame Journey, and if you don't know if you're on the Twin Flame Journey, look at the videos. The videos will tell you so much is going on. You know, you may think that you are attached to someone just because of whatever, and in the end they may be your twin flame. You just never know. What else I want to tell you all about? Oh, and this is how it's gonna go. And I started this time around for January. Whichever video has like the most like for Sagittarius came in 5th place out of the 12 signs. No, actually Sagittarius came in 5th or 4th. Let me tell you something, Sagittarius. I want to tell you all thank you, because I uploaded that Facing the Fears for you all, and when I say y'all took off like a wildfire, I said, oh, I got to get the Sagittarius before January get here, because the thing about it is, what you invest in me, I invest in you. And I seen the numbers growing on Facing Your Fears. And I want you to face your fears. I want you to get over your fears so you can grow and be successful. You know, because I call people, or you know, everyone here, my light family. Yeah, because that's what it's about. You know, enlightenment. And we all are searching, and we all are looking for something. And if it's anything I can share with you to help advance you in your life, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you all came in 5th, right behind Scorpio. But it was so crazy because it didn't even take 2 days, a day. And you had caught up and surpassed so many other signs. How many more signs? 7 signs? Compared to them being up a week or 2 before you all. Yeah. So how it's going to go is, if I put up like this energy read and you all come in 1st place, then you are going to get your Facing the Fears first before anybody else. And if I do a energy read, Facing the Fears first. And if I do Facing the Fears, and then it'll be the energy read first. And we're going to do this every month. Because I have a lot of people facing their fears, like Taurus. Taurus showed up and showed out. They faced their fears. They call in all these angels, and it showed up in their energy read. So if you have not looked at Facing Your Fears, I don't care if it is January, even though it's not, I advise you to look at that. And don't just look at Sagittarius Facing the Fears. You need to get into your birth charts and look up your moons. Look at that Facing the Fears, and you need to get into your Venus, because your Venus is your love. You need to get into your Mercury. Your Mercury is your communication and coordination. You know, it's all about you. You know, one you, and how you can improve yourself, your life, for growth and success and abundance. That's what it's about. So I am Leah with Enlightened. That is knowledgeable, informed, guided. Mystics, that is spiritual, otherworldly, outside this physical realm. Essentials, life journey, life path, life journey path. And until then, have a happy new year. Stay safe, my light family.